Hey there and welcome. So, I am really excited to be here with you today and to share the space and to share this time with you. And I want to share a story with you. I have lots of stories to share, but this one involves a shark. And for me, it is one of the key aspects of why seeing beauty is so important. Now, many of you who know me know that my old job used to be 20 years ago. I was a scuba diving instructor, not your regular job, but that was all I wanted to be since I was quite young. And one of the reasons was because I wanted to share the beauty that found in that underwater world with the people around me. So scuba diving instructor, it was marvelous, perfect, and I didn't have to wear shoes. Anyway, this particular story happened in Mozambique, and we were doing a deep dive on a pinnacle. So basically, you're hovering in blue water, nowhere near the bottom, maybe 12 meters if we hit the current right and floated over the top of it. And you would see fish, and you would see lots of your barracuda and your kingfish would come in and take a look at you and go out. But one of the reasons for doing it was because it was a training dive with students who were doing their first deep dive. I had 6 students on their first deep dive ever. Some of them were pretty nervous about that, didn't want to be around big, spooky fish. And I had one dive master student and one fun diver who was basically taking a break from their dive master training course and just coming along for fun with her husband, who was my dive master student. Anyway, there we are, 32 meters. And I hear this sound, Dave, and a click. I think, what's going on? Look down, and there's Dave with his feet pulled up to his chin and his big eyes looking up at me, and a shark turning around and swimming away. And I'm thinking, oops. Wasn't quite that polite. What type of shark is that? Oceanic silvertip. One of the ones which is renowned for being quite dangerous and quite scary, and you don't want to meet it on a deep dive with students. And I'm thinking, like, holy moly, at least it's only one. And I look up and there's another one over there coming in towards us. Oops. And there was this moment of thinking, oh, what the hell are we gonna do? How much? What? Literally like that. The water didn't turn brown. And then in the next breath, there was this absolute soul deep appreciation of how beautiful this creature is. This backdrop of blue water, and there's this creature perfectly designed, moving through the water, doing what it's supposed to be doing, powerful and not something that you see on a regular basis. And I turn and I look at my students, and their eyes have all gone like this with stress and fear. And they're all looking to me of like, what do we do? And they don't know what type of shark it is. And I'm thinking, that's a dangerous shark. We need to get everybody up to the boat safely. It's really, really beautiful. And I look at my dive master, and he's like, what do we do? And I was like, okay. First of all, first thing, I found myself appreciating how beautiful it was. And that moment of noticing and appreciating its beauty helped to interrupt the fear cycle and stop me from going into panic mode. Okay. It helped to stop the stress. It inhibited that fear. And it gave me that pause, that absolute pause, stop, appreciate. This is an amazing experience. This is incredibly beautiful, this creature. We are so incredibly lucky. And I'm looking at my students, and they're not thinking the same thing. And I say to my dive master, right, we're going to watch the shark. When it comes in, blow bubbles. And I showed him, blow bubbles, and swim towards it. And he's like, no. I'm like, it's okay. We're okay. We're going to go up. Get the group together. He's on one side, I'm on the other side. We circle the group. 2 sharks. Every time one came in, Dave or myself would blow out, would swim out towards it, blowing bubbles. And his wife looks at me and she goes, he's not going to last in his air because he's a heavy breather. So it's like, it's okay. We're just going to go up to the boat, carry on to the boat. Those 2 sharks followed us all the way to the boat. My skipper realized there's something going on here because the sharks broke water, had a look at him, and came back down to us. So he parked the boat on top of the bubbles. Long story, got everybody out of the water. That dive sticks out in my memory as a highlight out of over 5,000 dives, over 5,000 hours in the water, as being one of my best dives ever, because those creatures were so incredibly beautiful. And this is the thing, okay? My life as a scuba diving instructor, I saw sharks on a regular basis. It was normal. That was the only time I saw oceanic silvertips on a deep dive. I've seen them once on another time in a different country, but that is the only time that I've seen them on a deep dive, and I've had them come so close, really close. And it is the beauty and the appreciation of the beauty of that dive that sticks out in my memory, and how that awareness of the beauty stopped the fear. It calls me to break out of that cycle. And it's only in developing this course and talking to my friend Carrie about why is seeing beauty so important, that I nailed it, that I really came to understand why beauty is so important, why seeing is so important. It allows us to move out of the cycle of stress into appreciation, into gratitude, into being able to think differently in order to move forward. And we can find beauty in everyday, ordinary moments. Walking down the street, a flower growing out of a crack in the pavement, an amazing mural on a wall, a child's smile, or somebody who's wrinkled and lined with wrinkles, and just that look in their eyes, that face, or a tree coming into leaf. There are so many opportunities in everyday moments for us to find beauty. And as a scuba diving instructor, sharks were part of my everyday moments, but that one stuck out. What my intention is with this program over the next few days, weeks, however long we stick with it, is to develop that lens for seeing beauty. It's a beauty lens, and it's powerful. And through developing it, it supports you into moving out of the cycles of stress, out of the cycles of overwhelm, into deeper gratitude, into deeper appreciation. And I'm so excited to do it. It's been niggling. I've been doing gratitude work for years, and it's friends of mine say, but I can't find anything to be grateful for. And I'm like, how? How does that work? This is my answer from my heart to them of how can I support in finding, encouraging moments to be grateful for, is that ability, this ability to see and find beauty everywhere in every moment. Because when we do, it supports us in diving deeper into gratitude, transforming our lives, building stronger connections. There is beauty everywhere in every moment. And I am glad to be here with you now. Thank you.